Oh, hello, fellow diamond painters. It's DP Crazy Lady, and it's later in the evening. Sorry, I apologize. It's 10:03 p.m. It is Wednesday. It is the 12th of June, 2024. And yes, I am still working on this. I am enjoying it immensely. So, someone mentioned, and I apologize because I am lousy with names, that this kind of, looked funny, and they were going to, work it different or something to eliminate those two red blotches. There's more of that same color over here and over in here and things. So I'm wondering, it's part of the scarf she's holding up to her neck. I'll have to see how it looks when it's completely done and I step away from it, to look at it. I thought about changing, maybe taking this red out, but unless you put a darker shade in, the color behind it is red. So you can't put something lighter there. It'll kind of show through the drills or around the drills. So I may just leave it like that. I suppose if you look on the website on GBFKEs and the photo of it, it looks almost like a design in the scarf or the yarn she's holding, with a different shade and a different coloring. I'm not sure because there's some down here, which is the kitty, and it almost looks like the cat's tail has wrapped up and around, into part of the yarn that she's holding because it droops down this way. I'm not sure, unless this is, it's odd when you got a lot of yarn and a lot of different detail, that's hard to see. Anyway, I figured I'd be on for a little bit. I'm a little bit tired, but I'll turn the light on and work on what I was getting ready to do. My daughter got her text today on her glasses. So she went and got those, and they fit her nice. She said, oh my gosh, she said, it feels like everything is in 3D now because she can really see. Just her one eye was the one that was causing an issue. And I guess, you get the new glasses, boy, it's like, oh boy, you can see, So we did that, and then she went, let's see, we went there first. Oh, and then I went down to Dollar Tree because I've been looking for a specific product, and Dollar Tree allows you to order online. Okay, but when you order any of their stuff online, you have to buy it by the case. If the case comes with 12 or 24 or whatever it is, you have to buy it by the case. Well, that's not bad if you decide you want to buy, 10 or 12 of the item. But some of them will allow you to, they'll ship it right to the store and you can pick it up free at the store. Well, my daughter was looking up on Dollar Tree. It's at, I think it's LA Awesome with bleach. And some people were saying they didn't like it because they said it wouldn't clean their bathtub or something. Well, yeah, because it's not a scrubbing type product. It's for cleaning counters because it's got bleach in it. And it's for cleaning counters, refrigerators, stoves, and, items like that with some grease and, so I really like it, and the Dollar Tree down by me here didn't have it. And so we went to another Dollar Tree. But anyway, she was going to try and order some online through their, yeah, through their website, and she could have got 12 of them. Or yeah, it was 12 of them, I think, for like $15 if they would have delivered to the store. But no, they wanted to deliver it to you. Guess how much they wanted to charge you to ship it to you? $50 on top of the 15, and they're only $1.25 a bottle. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. $50 to ship that stuff to you. And if you wanted to buy it on Amazon per bottle, they charged almost $8 for one bottle of the same stuff. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So I was lucky enough that we went down to the other Dollar Tree, and they had it. Smaller bottles, but they had it. I had the 40 ounce, I think the round 40 ounce bottle. They sell the 32 ounce, which is fine with me. So she got me 2 bottles of it. And then the other item that I really, really like was a furniture polish they had that has an orange scent to it. And see, in my living room, I have a coffee table and 2 end tables. They're not wood, they're that shiny laminate type uh, tops. And this stuff really is nice to polish those up, and it cleans them and shines them up really nice. And none of the Dollar Trees had them. They no longer carried them, in store or something, or sold out, whatever it is. And she found them on Dollar Tree's website too. And it was, I think there were 10 bottles for, I think those were $15 too. There was 10 bottles. And, but they shipped free to the store for free pickup. And it was only like $1 and some change for shipping. So I'll be able to, pick those up. So I have plenty. It's it because it never fails. Like I said before, years ago, I would buy something that I really, really liked, and I'd have to contact the company because they stopped making it, or they, stopped selling it in particular stores, and you couldn't get it anymore. I'm sick and tired of finding a product that I like, and then turn around and you can't even get it anymore. So we went to that Dollar Tree. Plus, I picked up a Father's Day card for my stepdad, and my daughter got one for him too, to a grandfather on Father's Day. And after we left there, then I always stop down once a week or so. I go down to the food bank because they have day old bread, and I go down there every once in a while just to get like one loaf, or something, because on occasion I like to have toast for breakfast. And I buy bread. I buy some bread when I go to the grocery store, but if I bought enough to last for the month or whatever we needed, um, it would go green before I could use it. And they usually hand you more than one loaf, and then I just freeze it, and then that way, And sometimes they have Panera bread that's donated, or Giant Eagle, and sometimes they give sweets, which I end up freezing, and then I give those to my stepdad because he's a sweet nut. He loves his sweets. So after we left there, um, I think after we left there, we just headed home, checked the mail, and then I sat in here, and it was 81 degrees outside, and I just sat in here and started working diamond painting. And I think it was about, I'm trying to remember what time it was. Geez. Let me think. It could have been around 1 o'clock or something like that. 2 cop cars showed up. Not here at me, but right next door. I think, they came, the people next door, that was the people next door, like the ones that had used, my electric that time. They, let's see, they said that they were living, with her in-laws or living somewhere. I don't know where they were living. And there were a bunch of packages on their porch last week, and last week was the last time I saw any of them. I think it was her son or nephew or somebody. They showed up and picked up the packages. I've not seen anybody else around that property, near it, nothing. So 2 cops showed up, and I suspect, and they were over. Well, one cop car was parked in front of my mobile home, and I'm like, oh boy, don't come over here. I don't need, any hassles. But you probably can't see me up that high. Doggone it. I'm trying to, let me see here. Hopefully you can. I just have a few more of those S that I'm doing. So they banged on the side of the mobile home, knock, knock, knock. And if they would have came over here, I would have told them, hey, there's nobody there. There hasn't been anybody there since last week picking up packages. Other than that, I think they're gone. So I suspect what was happening was the police showed up because maybe they were going to serve eviction, or something. And because the lady that lived next door said to me, when I asked her, I said, well, are you moving, or, when are you moving, and blah, blah, blah. So, because she asked me if I had seen anybody like trying to climb in the mobile home. And I said, no, I haven't seen anybody going in, at least from this side. I can't, excuse me, I can't watch from the other side. I can't see on the other side. And she said, and I said, why, is somebody, try to break in? And she said, well, her son thought he heard somebody the one night he stayed there, or the couple nights he stayed there, to keep an eye on the place until they gathered up more of the stuff. And they ended up, I said, well, when are you guys planning on, fully moving? So I know if I hear something over there, I know it's either not you, or it's either you or somebody, trying to break in. And she said, well, I told the manager of the park, when the manager wanted to know how long it was going to take them to move out of there. And she said, well, it's going to take as long as it's going to take, And and so the manager told her, well, I need to know. And I'm thinking, okay, that's what the police were there, probably serving eviction, because I know darn well they haven't paid any rent there in months. I guarantee that, in months. And I want to tell you, if the management gets together and decide that they're going to renovate that mobile home, I am going to be ticked off. That thing is moldy on the outside. You can see the greenery all over it. It's pissing me off. And I can guarantee if it's that bad on the outside, I know, because I knew the other people who originally lived in there. a few years ago, and there was mold developing on the walls all the time. And all the management did was they painted over the mold. I mean, come on, you can't, the mold is probably behind the, whatever paneling's there or walls there, whatever there is. So they need to demo that mobile home. Definitely demo it. And get it the heck out of here. And they probably won't put another mobile home in for ages, because that's what they do around here. So I figured, like I said, I think that's what the police were here for, to serve some kind of notification. Why they needed 2 cop cars is beyond me. So that was about, I'd say, around 1 or so. And I kept saying, okay, I have to mow the grass. I have to mow the grass. Oh, God, I don't want to mow the grass. But I have to. I mean, I do the minimum when it comes to mowing the grass. I don't weed whack. I don't do none of that. I can't even get to half of my stuff. That's why the shed's got to be cleaned out. But, so it was probably, I know it was after supper, which supper was lousy. I'm sorry, man. I hated supper today. I had a side salad with some kind of hamburger mixture with a little bit of macaroni and cheese, and I hate macaroni and cheese. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that love it, but I hate it. I just do not like mac and cheese at all. No kind. Homemade or boxed. Any of it. I just don't like it. I love cheese and I love macaroni. But together, I'm sorry, I don't like mac and cheese. Anyhow, so it was probably around, well, it couldn't have been around 5. It had to be around 6. And it was still 80 plus degrees. And I had ended up asking Google, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow? Well, it was 81 today. It's going to be 88 tomorrow. So I thought, oh no, if I can't mow the grass today in the temperature there is now, there's no way I'm going to be able to mow it tomorrow. And if the weather becomes consistently hot, I'm not going to get it done. So out I went. Daughter got the mower out for me, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to mow the large section first, because then if I peter out, all I'll have is just this little side over here, and I can get to that, in another day. So I went out there and I started mowing, and got it done as quick as I could. Didn't do a perfect job, but it's cut, so they can't complain. They'll, we'll give you a fine, if the grass isn't mowed, but they won't come down here and cut the tree branch I've been asking for 3 years for them to do. So anyhow, so I mowed it, and then I come around the side, left the mower running while I brought it around, because I didn't want to shut it off, and did the little side thing by my little pine trees, and got most of all the side mowed, and the mower shut off. I said, oh, geez. So I figured it probably needed more gas, and I poured the gas in, pushed a little button and pump it, and wouldn't start. I said, oh man, I got a path on the side yard, just, and I was like, oh boy, please, I don't need a mower to just die on me. And so I made sure there was more gas in it if it needed it. And there was. And I told my daughter, I said, let me back away from the mower a little bit. I'm thinking maybe it overheated, or or, well, not overheated, but I think maybe I might have flooded it. So I waited probably about 10 minutes and went over, pulled the rope, and fired right up. I said, oh, good. So I finished that, excuse me, finished that section. Wait a second. Finished that section, and oh shoot, you know what? The mower's still outside. I just thought about it. Holy crap. I'm going to pause you 1 second